Hello, my name is Ali Major, and I'm here today to talk to you about a new product that I'm making. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and esteemed guests, and fellow creatives, today I stand before you with a vision to revolutionize the entertainment industry and redefine the very essence of talent and creativity. Welcome to the Innovative Nexus, where we dare to challenge the status quo, where we celebrate the unconventional, and where we champion the unprecedented voices in music and film. In a world dominated by Hollywood industry standards, where age, appearance, and conformity dictate the narrative, we refuse to be bound by these limitations. We believe that true talent shows no boundaries, no constraints, and no prejudices. At the Innovative Nexus, we are on a mission to unearth the raw, unfiltered talent that lies beyond the mainstream norms, wanting to be discovered and celebrated. Our platform is a sanctuary for the mavericks, the trailblazers, and the rule breakers in the world of entertainment. It is a stage where artists and filmmakers can defy conventions, push boundaries, and unleash their creativities without fear of judgment or rejection. Here, diversity is not just a buzzword, it is the very foundation which we build our creative community. As we embark on this journey together, I invite you to join us in this groundbreaking venture, where innovation meets inspiration, and where the unconventional becomes the new standard of excellence. Together, let us create a nexus of creativity, a hub of originality, and a beacon of hope for all those who dare to dream beyond the confines of the ordinary. Thank you for being a part of this momentous occasion. Together, let us prove and pave the way for a new era in entertainment, one where talent reigns supreme and creativity knows no bounds. Welcome to the Innovative Nexus. Welcome to a world where true talent shines bright. Thank you. I am Ali. Hello, I'm Ali Major, and I'd like to say good evening, everyone. Tonight, I would like to emphasize the profound significance of three fundamental values that shape our lives: self respect, trust, and accountability. Firstly, self respect forms the foundation of our well being. It is the unwavering belief in our own worth and the boundaries we set for a greater sense of fulfillment. Secondly, trust is the cornerstone of any meaningful relationship, being it with friends, family, colleagues, or even ourselves. Trust builds connections, fosters collaborations, and creates a sense of security. Without trust, relationships suffer, communication breaks down, and progress stagnates. Lastly, accountability is the key to personal growth and integrity. It is the willingness to take ownership of our actions, decisions, and their consequences. We hold ourselves accountable. We demonstrate reliability, learn from our mistakes, and earn the trust of others throughout our consistency and responsibility. Together, these values form the pillars of a strong, resilient character. They guide us in navigating life's challenges, fostering healthy relationships, and achieving our goals with integrity and dignity. In a world where uncertainties abound and complexities arise, cultivating self-respect, trust, and accountability is more crucial than ever. These values not only shape our individual paths, but also contribute to a more harmonious and compassionate society. Let us strive to uphold these values of our daily lives, to treat ourselves and others with respect, to build trust through transparency and empathy, and embrace accountability as a pathway to growth and excellence. Thank you for your attention. May we all continue to hold these values sacred in our lives and in our communities, creating a world grounded in respect, trust, and accountability.
On YouTube or Facebook.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Gag Order.
That's right.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Hopefully fine. I'm doing wonderful. How about yourself?
Not too bad, not too bad. It was a beautiful day up here in Connecticut. We enjoyed being outside, enjoyed the water, enjoyed the sunshine, enjoyed our little get together this evening. It was a good day.
All right, good. It's a little too hot for me. I was trying to stay out the sun. I was baking earlier, so that shit took a lot of energy from me.
Gotta stay hydrated. Gotta stay hydrated.
Absolutely. So of course you heard what the show is about tonight.
hmm
All right. So as we get into it, I want you to introduce yourself first. That's what I'd like to do first.
What's going on, world? I'm Jinx, and I'm happy to be here. I got life going on just like everybody else. I don't really do the socials, so you gonna catch me right here on the Gag Order every week, 9:30, and we got a lot to say. We got issues and opinions and all that, just like
We're gonna
everybody
keep it
else.
flavorful. We're gonna keep it flavorful. My name is Ali Major, and I am a person who wants change within our society. We do this show so that people can come on and join and get their opinion out. I think that
Absolutely,
everybody's opinion matters, and I think that we all should understand each other's opinion. You know, and you can find me on all social media platforms under Ali Major, Trap Heathen, or Seven Sun Entertainment. Um, Yet and still, tonight is about trust, accountability, and self-respect. Um,
Ooh, those are three major things that you have to have in check in your life,
Absolutely.
or things gonna be nothing but chaos and problems.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, to start the discussion, I would like to ask, in your opinion, how does self respect contribute to building a strong sense of self esteem?
Oh, they go hand in hand. They really do because if you if you feel low about yourself, you're not gonna respect yourself, and you're not gonna demand the respect you deserve from others. It is and it when you do respect yourself, you have more sense of self worth.
Mm-hmm.
When you are able to firmly put down your boundaries and your standards and walk away from anything that ain't serving you or bringing positivity to your life, then that helps build more esteem within yourself.
That's right.
So like I said, they go hand in hand.
Practicing self
Absolutely.
compassion. Be kind and understanding towards yourself, especially during times of struggle and self doubt. Treat yourself with the same compassion you would offer a friend facing challenges. Now,
Absolutely. And I know myself, and I know a lot of people that extend all types of kindness, generosity, and understanding to others, but can't even afford themselves understanding or forgiveness or you know that type of, like, when you really stop and think about it, especially like, I'm not saying men don't do the same thing, because I know men make different sacrifices, women make different sacrifices, but as a woman, as a mother, like that nurture and that care, like you constantly doing that for those you love. And a lot of times you don't even stop to think about yourself until you burnt the fuck out.
that's right.
And I see it all the time, and I've been through it multiple times. It's life. But I think that in certain moments, looking back now that I'm older and wiser, had I had more respect for myself, I would not have been in quite a few situations that I was in.
Hmm. Absolutely. Um, Self respect plays a big pivotal role in my life. A lot of things and a lot of things I have done before play a part with self respect. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, the world is very high on self respect. And
Yeah.
people carry themselves as they feel about themselves. And I am a person that feels very strongly about myself. I just said earlier today, I love the shit out of myself. I do. I don't want to change it because hmm, I actually like myself. I've spent enough time with myself in segregation, and I know my gifts, I know my curses, and I had to deal with those demons, and once I faced them, and I'm still facing them now. I mean, I started to adore myself for being able to handle those pressures.
Yeah.
You know, that's one thing that people I don't think do is be able to be comfortable with themselves. You know, and that shows a part with self-respect. If you respected yourself enough, you would have to love yourself. I believe. I don't know how you feel about that, but I
Yeah,
believe
that
if you
whole
respect
respect
yourself,
love, we could do a whole show on
yeah,
that. But
exactly.
like self respect and self love is key to anything. Like if you don't love yourself, how could you ever expect any good to come to you? How could you ever expect anyone else to love you if you're not loving you?
Absolutely.
You gotta set boundaries. You
Yes.
gotta define your boundaries, communicate them assertively as fuck. Like there's been so many times when I'll be like, yeah, I got these boundaries, I got these standards, but I don't always stand on them and I don't even speak on them sometimes. And how can I expect somebody to meet that if I don't speak that?
That's right. That's absolutely
So that's
correct.
all part of it.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. Engage in self reflection. Take time to reflect on your values, beliefs, and behaviors. Identify areas where you may need to make changes to align with your true self and values. That right there is another big one with me. Um, Self reflection is something that I do all the time. I reflect back and I reflect back to see what I did wrong or what I could do better the next time, you know, and then I
Yeah.
reflect on myself, and that leads me to respect myself. And once again, we're back to self respect, you
Yeah,
know.
because once you get a better understanding of who you are, why you do what you do, why you think what you think, it's easier to maneuver through anything that comes your way. It's
Right,
easier to put yourself first in situations where sometimes you may not.
that's right.
And that again is part of the self acceptance. Our third one on this. Embrace your strengths and your weaknesses without judgment. Accept yourself for who you are, flaws and all. It is an act of self respect, self love. Absolutely. Like
Absolutely.
there's things about me I used to hate, and I literally like learned to embrace them. And over time, it that part of me just like dissipated. It like I used to be vengeful as fuck. Somebody did something to me, I was, man, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. And I used to
Mm,
hate like that part of me. It hurt because not like, yeah, okay, I'm hurting that person, but I'm hurting my own soul
that's right.
by hurting them.
That's right.
So
Making your
after
own.
doing certain things, I was like, nah, I can't do that to myself. I ain't trying to do, nah. So I started to learn like the reason that I am vengeful like that is because I love and I care so passionately, and I wouldn't do nobody wrong like that.
Mm,
So the fact that somebody would do that to me enraged me so much that I felt like I'm gonna do anything I can to make sure you feel that pain too.
got you. I get that. I can get that
And
wholeheartedly.
like so after I learned to embrace that part of me. I learned to understand where it came from and why it came about. And instead of me hating myself for the vengeful actions I had already taken, I learned to love myself more for the type of love and passion that I have to give.
Mm, got you.
That in turn made it to where me wanting to be vengeful became less and less. And some people did me dirty, dirty. And I literally just turned the other cheek, cut my losses, kept it moving. And in those moments, like I learned that all it did was strengthen me. I learned that, all it did was make me a better person. I
Mm,
learned that I that is also part of my standards and boundaries. Like you're not going to be able to get to me like that. You're not going to be able to get under my skin and take me out of my own character.
that's true
And
story.
granted, I still there's moments when people still take me out my damn character, bring me back to my old self. But for the most part, I've learned and grown through embracing myself more than I have from just acting on a feeling.
Got you. Okay. Okay. I would like to say that did you know that it takes more energy to hate somebody than it does to love
Just like it
somebody?
take more energy to frown than it do smile.
Unbelievably, it takes more energy. Have you ever noticed that when you get really mad or when you hate something, how your blood boils, your heart may start pounding faster, you might start sweating. You just want to
Yeah.
ball your fists and you get tight. Your
All
body
your
gets tight.
muscles tighten up, your
Exactly,
whole yeah.
exactly. That right there
And
is
then
what that is.
when it's done, you notice how exhausted you feel.
That's right. That's
So
right.
your body just went through high velocity craziness. Like
Yep.
your
The
body's
energy
not
is
meant for
crazy.
that.
The
You're
energy is
not supposed
crazy.
to hold that type of energy.
That's right.
You're supposed to
Absolutely.
feel it and let it go. And as
Absolutely.
human beings, we're not right there mindful. We're not mindful of the present, like, or we're so caught in the present that we're not looking at the full picture.
That's
So we got
correct.
to stay present in the moment and cultivate awareness of your thoughts, your feelings, and physical sensations. Mindfulness can help you connect with yourself on a deeper level and make more intentional choices.
Mm,
Exactly, more intentional choices. Like, so many times you act, you not thinking, you don't put it all together and put it in perspective properly
hmm.
to respond properly.
Absolutely.
And a lot of us also do just respond. We're not even processing the whole shit as it's coming at us. We're responding.
Notice people say you only hear what you want to hear. You only hear certain things because you're not paying
I think
attention
we
to the
all
whole
guilty of
picture.
that. I really do. I think everybody guilty of
I
that.
think I've heard that quite a bit in my life. But setting realistic goals. Establish achievable goals that align with your values and aspirations. Celebrate your accomplishments, no matter how small, to boost your self esteem and motivation. That right there is something that's so accurate. I have learned to hold on to the little wins that I get. There's a whole lot of fucked up shit coming my way, but I've learned to look at the little shit that I have gotten that has given me wins. It lets me know that I am achieving or achieve, my it is very achievable, the things I want to do or the things I'm after. Um, health is one thing that I celebrate, because it could be worse. It could be worse. It always could be worse. See what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I celebrate my education. I remember a time that I had no education. I remember a time that I couldn't say those. See what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I hold on to the fact that I know how to engineer, how to make beats, how to do all of this shit, how to video, how to do all this shit. And truthfully, it's not like a person can't go out and learn it. No. But do they have the ability or the want to do it? No, do they have the initiative or the energy to go do it? And I had. So I hold on to that dearly. And I know that I can work and I work hard um every single day. I know that.
See, I
So
think like when it comes to me and goals, I know we spoke about it a few shows back. Like that's something I've been struggling with in the recent past, just because life circumstances, health circumstances, like setting any type of goal was virtually what seemed to me unrealistic because my goal every day was just to get through the day.
mm,
My goal every day was to just try and be as healthy as I could.
that's right.
And so I think, but again, celebrating the little things, like me being able to move a certain way without hurting, or me being able to eat something without throwing up, or is you gotta learn to celebrate even the
Absolutely.
smallest. Like
Absolutely.
there's so many little blessings in life that we overlook every single day.
That's
Like
right.
I remember in certain situations, I broke my right foot. My
Mm-hmm.
dog done dragged me down the stairs. I took for granted how much I needed that right foot. I ain't think about it. until I was getting ready to go to work.
You know what I
You
mean?
know,
How you know? How you don't
I
think
gotta
your
learn to
right
drive.
foot is important?
I gotta drive with my left foot now. You know, you it's things like that. But once I was healed, I respected the fact that I could now drive with my right and my left. Like you
Absolutely.
gotta try, and every struggle there's something to overcome. I was so proud of myself for learning how to drive with my left foot. Like it's them little things you really gotta embrace and celebrate. Like there's people out there who would love to be able to stand up and walk. Like every little thing you gotta appreciate. You really do.
Absolutely. I appreciate this getting up in the morning. I drink my coffee, I go outside, and I'm just looking. And I'm so thankful that for real, look, I didn't have to be here. I didn't have to be here. I didn't have to get another chance at life and come out of prison and come and do all this shit. It didn't have to happen.
No,
So I'm so thankful that it did. And I got no choice but to be appreciative of it.
that's right.
uh, Prioritizing self care. This is something that people have a trouble with. Taking care of physical, emotional, and mental well being by engaging in activities that nourish and rejuvenate you. This could include exercise, meditation, hobbies, spending time with loved ones, or seeking professional help when needed. So,
Yes, yes, and yes. Absolutely. All of those. Put that back up there. Put that back up there. Let me see that.
I got you.
No, but it says this could include exercise, meditation, hobbies, spending time with loved ones, or seeking professional help when needed. I'm not going to say this could include, this has to include. You need
Um,
to. And
depending
let's
on the
add,
person, depending on the person, Jinx, their hobbies may not be exercise, meditation, or
no,
spending time
I
with loved
no, but
ones.
listen.
Yeah.
Exercise is needed. You got to keep yourself healthy, mind and
Okay.
body. The only way
True.
your mind and your body gonna be healthy is to keep it exercised. You
True.
can't stay in one place all day long and not move your body because you're not gonna be healthy.
That's true.
Meditation that goes like that's anything. You ain't got to sit there and all that other. You ain't got to do all that.
Got you.
Meditation could be as simple as you spending 10 minutes on the toilet playing a game on your phone. That's your little space where you calm, you
Right.
decompress, you do whatever you got to do.
That's right.
The following one's your hobbies. That's
Yep.
just whatever you love to do, whatever.
It's
Spending
whatever.
time
That's
with
what it
loved
basically
ones.
said. Whatever
We
rejuvenates you. This keyboard
spending
right
time with
here.
loved
This
ones.
keyboard.
That's
I
that
sit on it.
human.
That's
I
that
was gonna
human
say that.
emotion.
I was gonna no. I was gonna keep going down the line with that lineup.
My
We
bad.
can
I
go.
didn't mean to interrupt you.
It's all right. No, but all of those things are needed. Spending time with loved ones, we need human connection as people. We have to.
Mhm.
And seeking help when needed, you have to. You have to. There's so many people out there that don't seek help or they not honest about what's going on with them and they really struggle. You gotta seek help. So it's not these things could include all of those things are needed in addition to eating healthy. You gotta watch what you put in your body. You gotta watch what you put in your mind. That's all part of respecting yourself and loving yourself.
That's right.
That's
That's right. You're absolutely right on that. I agree 100% with you on that. I love that it said that that whatever rejuvenates you. So it could be whatever whatever you like. It doesn't even matter. Whatever rejuvenates your being is what you need to do for self-care. And that's a good thing.
absolutely
To seek
seek
support.
support. Yes, surround yourself with positive and supportive individuals who uplift and respect you. Reach out to trusted friends, family members, or mental health professionals for guidance and encouragement. This is so important. Again, it goes back to that human connection. Um, some people go to therapy just for a sounding board. Some people go to therapy for like literal advice, like give me advice because they have no idea what to do with their life. Some people talk to loved ones about what's going on with their life. Some people just enjoy spending time with them that makes them feel better. Um, there's always, it always boils down to admitting that you need help or support in any way.
Mhm.
And that makes a connection, that builds some type of connection. And sometimes just that connection itself
Hmm.
is enough to make a person feel better.
That's right. I'd like to send a shout out to my boy Keys. He said waking up is a blessing in itself, and I believe you
Absolutely.
100%, dog. I'm right there with you. That right there is that right there is the best feeling in the world when you can get up, you can go out, and you can enjoy something. Just take a deep breath and just enjoy the day. I agree
That's right. And then
with you.
we got Keidra in the comments over here talking about you love you first. That's right.
That's
You
right.
gotta.
That's right. I
You
pull it up
got
on the
to.
screen. I pull it up on the screen.
Yep. Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You gotta love you
It's
first.
self-respect and self-love. Like if you don't have that, nothing. I mean, positive things may come to people who don't have that, but nothing solid and nothing real and nothing substantial is going to come to you until you know that you deserve it, until you realize that you're worth it,
That's right.
until you respect yourself enough to walk away from anything that isn't what you need in your life.
I agree. I agree 100%. You are absolutely right on these topics. Let's go back. Practice assertiveness. Communicate your needs, opinions, and boundaries in a clear and respectful manner. Stand up for yourself and advocate for what you deserve in various aspects of your life. Now, that right there, standing up for yourself, I'm going to leave it right here for just for 1 second. Communicate your needs and opinions and boundaries in a clear, respectful manner. Stand up for yourself and advocate for what you deserve in various aspects of your life. That
Yes.
right there is definitely important in everybody's life. Communication is key. And in order to, even if I'm a person that doesn't really have tact, so a lot of times when I talk to somebody, it may not be the way I mean to. And a lot of people take offense to it. A lot of people think I'm yelling or arguing, but I'm really not. I'm really a vocal emotional person. I may not be as emotional inside my regular day to day, but vocally getting my point across, it may come across as being forceful or something like that because I'm emotionally invested into the conversation. Um, so I definitely understand to speak your mind and vocalize your wants, needs, and opinions. That's a big thing.
I don't got no problem sharing my opinion.
Hmm.
I sometimes have a problem sharing my wants and my needs. And that stems back to trust issues. When we
Right.
go into the trust, we really gotta hit that one on the head soon because
Hmm.
there's a whole lot to speak on
Oh
that.
yeah, we're getting to
Like
that. We're getting to that.
trust 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 is a major thing. Absolutely.
Yes, keys once again hitting them. I'm hitting heavy tonight. Communication is key. Comprehension is everything. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
what that what people need. We need understanding. That's the reason why
Yeah.
Gen Z
Understanding.
created this
Yes.
show. We need comprehension. We need comprehension to life and the hardships that we face. We need it. We
Yes.
have no comprehension between your issues and the other person's issues. You guys are on two different wavelengths, and that definitely is a problem inside our society. That's why we're trying to do this right here.
Absolutely. We gotta celebrate our achievements again. Acknowledge and celebrate your success, no matter how small. Recognizing your accomplishments can boost your self esteem and reinforce your self worth. It also it helps you set them boundaries too. Like it's a step by step process.
That's right.
And yes, Kedra's right. In order to understand, we must listen. And
Hmm.
sometimes we listen to respond, or we listen to rebuke, dispute, or like sometimes that it gets lost with the understanding. You can't fully understand what somebody is trying to express to you unless you're completely open minded and open hearted to caring about their opinion,
That's
to
right.
caring about their outlook.
That's right.
um you can't, And at no point in time can we ever fully understand another person because we're all wired differently. We all feel differently. We all have different opinions, thoughts, feelings. Like, there's no way to completely 100% understand another person. But that's where empathy comes in. That's where trust and vulnerability comes in. That's where a lot of love and concern for self and other comes in.
Yep, I agree, 100%, 100%. I will say that by incorporating these strategies in your daily life, you can cultivate self-respect, enhance your self-esteem, and prioritize well-being through self-care practices. Remember that self-respect is a journey that requires continuous effort and self-awareness, but the rewards of a healthy self-image and fulfilling and a fulfilling relationship make it worth the investment. Um,
Absolutely.
yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
These are the
Regardless, it's always worth the investment on yourself, no matter what,
mm,
always.
mm, to
And you
invest in
just
yourself.
gotta, you gotta learn your way through and weigh out who else outside of yourself
Mm,
is worth investing in.
I know we spoke
And
before about people being corporations in America. When you get a birth certificate, your name is capitalized. Every single letter in it
yep.
is capitalized because you yourself are an organization within America.
Hmm.
Your Social Security, that Social Security equals out to dollars and payments that you do not receive. But yet and still, by me saying that, um, that 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 aspect of knowing, that aspect of self-respect, that aspect of understanding and comprehension is what you're looking for. If you did not know, then you wouldn't have known that your name is in capitals and why it's in capitals. You wouldn't have known that you're a business entity by yourself. So you have to comprehend what's going on in the world today, and we have to make sure that we um fully understand what's going on today. And once again, I'm gonna pull this back up. um, to fulfill a healthy self image and a fulfilling relationship by taking care of yourself is the best investment that you can make, and that's what we just spoke about, right? For a healthy
Hmm.
self image and for healthy relationships. If a person does not feel like they're worthy or have self worth, then how are they going to have a worthy or healthy relationship?
Exactly.
And that's the point I was trying to get at. Knowledge is key, comprehension is everything, and when you do that, you intensify your self-worth and the way you feel about yourself. um
Yes.
uh I would like to get into trust right now, and
Yes.
ask you, how does trust play a role in relationships, both personal and professional?
It's everything. It's everything. Like, I left a job after 12 years because they made promises they ain't followed through with.
mm,
I had to let that go.
mm,
I had and I had mad love for the whole crew. Like, those people were like family. I spent 6 days, 6 days a week with them, and it's you've got to be able to trust whatever situation you're working in, because if you don't, then there's always going to be doubt. There's always going to be fear. There's
mm,
always going to be uncertainties, and there's enough uncertainties in this world. So
yes,
there's no reason for any relationship, meaningful relationship. You can't have a meaningful relationship without trust. You
that's
can't.
true.
You
That's
can't
true.
have a fulfilling relationship without trust.
That's true. Absolutely
Business,
true.
professional, friend,
Personal,
otherwise, it don't
whatever.
matter.
It
Mhm.
does not matter. You're absolutely right.
Mhm.
You need that. I would like to say that trust plays a huge role inside my life. Trust will get me to fuck with you or not fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And trust would either keep me fucking with you or have me stop fucking with you. Trust is a big key in society where we need trust, to trust somebody, to trust people that
Yep.
you have trust with and loyalty with, because that's what progresses you to move on. They say that to raise a child, you need a tribe or a community, right?
Yes.
So without trust in that community, ain't nobody passing the child anywhere.
That ain't
That's a
no
chance.
village. Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
So that is a big part to play inside. But how is the impact of trust on building strong connections and fostering collaboration?
It's again, it's everything. It's everything. You can't, if I can't trust that you're gonna follow through with what you said you're gonna do,
Yeah,
then the business can't go forward, the relationship can't go forward. If I can't
absolutely.
trust that whatever I'm sharing with you or giving to you is going to be handled properly, then I can't give that to you. I can't share that with you. So if I'm not be able to give and share, you're not able to give and share, and it's not a mutual understanding, it's not a mutual trust, then that there's no, that's not a healthy connection.
Got you.
Period.
Jinx, I'm gonna share something with you. You know, we've been doing this show for almost a year now. We're about to have our anniversary show. Um, I want to tell you that I've met a lot of people lately who's out for their own for their own. They come at me
Absolutely.
and they try to people would try to drain you. People would try to drain you and get what they could get from you. They trying to upclass themselves. And I think that that right there is a pure factor of why trust is so hard inside our
Absolutely.
society. You know,
People go left on you all the time. People will change like the wind for no apparent reason other than their
self
own
gain,
selfish. Yeah.
self gain.
So yeah.
But how
And
far do
I
you
like
gain?
people have, so everybody in this world is born with that animal instinct, that survival instinct.
Hmm.
Everybody. For whatever reason, our fucked up society has turned it so that it's not just about survival, it's about self.
Hmm. Hmm.
Self, like it's not about self-preservation, it's about them over everybody.
That's right.
It's about, like, it's all about me, it's all about me. And I respect people to an extent. Like, yeah, I got to take care of me because there's been times when I never took care of me.
I get it.
I get that, but you got a whole range of people out there, that some that are way out for self, and some that never ever think about self. And I gotta tell you that the people that hardly think about self are usually the ones that are most trustworthy. The
That's
people
true.
that are always out for self are the least
Yeah,
trustworthy.
they be grimy. They take whatever
And
they want and everything. Yeah,
exactly. And that goes for relationships, that goes for friendships, that goes for business acquaintances, it goes for everything.
hmm. Hmm. Absolutely.
Everything.
Absolutely. I would like to state a reality check that I had on myself. You know how people used to go up to the plugs and rob the plug and take whatever they could take from them. Yo, for real,
It's the dumbest move
I
ever.
came to the conclusion like, what the fuck they gonna do after that goes? They already fucked it up.
You
The
better
plug
make
don't
sure
want
you
to
got
fuck with
two
them.
new plugs
The
lined up
plug don't
before
want to
you make
fuck
that
with them,
move.
and then on top of that, they got no more work. The money's gone, so now they're broke once again, and now they got to find
And
something
you
to do once
and
again.
you broke that trust. You broke that
So now you're
that
fucking
line.
again. Yeah,
and
absolutely.
and, and now the
Until you
word is
find
out.
another
Like,
one
you
that
can't be
don't know
trusted.
you, yeah, you're
And then
done.
you got motherfuckers who know they can't trust you. They probably
Absolutely.
coming for you.
Absolutely. But I learned that, and then I add that aspect to every part of life. I add that aspect. Now, mind you, Jinx, I pride myself on being original and creating original things that's not pre-done or preordained on the internet. I pride myself in that because I'm a creator. I want to be a creator. I don't want to be a regurgitated creator. So the fact of the matter is, when people come when people come inside your midst and they ruin your trust and they show you that they can't be um trusted or can't be loved as a relationship, a healthy relationship, then I mean, we as people have to voice our opinion. That's the only way to come about it, and everything that we've come through so far relates to those subjects. You
And
have
you
to be
gotta
able to
have
do that.
enough self-respect to stand on the fact that you know you can't trust certain people.
Absolutely.
You gotta
Absolutely.
trust them to be them. X said that. You trust a snake to be a snake.
That's
Fuck
right.
what?
So I would like to ask you, how important is the impact of trust on building. Oh no, hold on. Excuse me, I
You
said
said
that
that.
wrong. Can trust be rebuilt after it has been broken? That is the question.
Ooh, that's hard. That's hard. That's really, really hard. I believe that it's possible, but I also believe that it's very difficult. Like something you throw a plate on the floor and it break into many pieces. That plate never gonna be the same.
Got you.
I know that's some corny shit you see on all these little memes and whatnot, but it's facts. It's facts.
Mm-hmm.
And it don't matter if you glue it back together with gold,
Mm-hmm.
it's still not the same it was.
That's right. You're
Yeah, it
absolutely
might be
right.
beautiful. Yeah, it might still work as a plate holding the weight of dinner, but it's still not what it was.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Now, Jinx, I would like to take a second. We're gonna go to a commercial break. It's been a while since I
Yes,
did one.
sir.
Dang fake friends. Always showing their true colors sooner or later. Huh. Ain't like to come to visit just for the company. Old Felicia begging ass. Just like last week. My neighbor asked to borrow my tools. But I'll be a light back on the fly's ass if you Tory Lane's me. That's right. Can't trust a brown eye in this world. Show you right. People been asking me, hey Russell, what you care about? Well, I'm gonna sit here today and I'm gonna tell you. I care about my nuts turning blue. Damn squirrel bitches trying to ring Earls me. Like I piss out red pop. Got these damn fools running around here looking like P. Diddler. That's that old neighbor shit. Got Cuba Gooding Jr. look crazy. I swear, eyes are never gonna see radio the same. Now ain't that some gumbo on your shoe? Gumbo. My name Russell, and I'm from a small town called Fuck You. Basically, that means fuck you. Show you. Nigga Russell real. Nigga Russell
Russell,
real.
damn fool.
Anyways, let's get back to business. I would like
Yes.
to get into accountability. Now we're gonna get into
Woo.
accountability, okay? Um, oh, hold on a second. Hold
I
on a
think
second.
I
Hold on
think
a second.
because people feel guilt, because people feel shame,
Uh huh.
because people don't want to do better, change.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
what's
What's
going
happening?
on?
Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.
All right. See you. I see you motivated. I knew you had a hard day, brother. I knew you were doing a lot, and I explained that earlier. I told Jinx what was going on. How you feeling tonight?
Man, life perfect, man.
All right, that's bad. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Tonight we had a show about self-respect, trust, and accountability. That was the key
We
words
jumping
for
on
tonight.
accountability right now.
Yeah, we're on accountability right now. And since you came here, I would like to ask you the question first. What is the importance of accountability in personal growth, relationships, and achieving goals?
100%. You got to, everything is up to you. You got to put 100% of everything, no matter whether another person in a relationship don't. You have to put 100% in your self development because nobody else can do it other than you. Everything to me will revolve around you and what you choose to do shapes the world around you. But it starts with you.
Absolutely, it does start with you. It's how you handle situations, how you how you are accountable for your own actions, and we as people have to be accountable for our own actions. That's the only way that we stand up and be strong people. Is by taking accountability and being honest and truthful throughout our existence.
Absolutely.
Jinx, can I get you to explain the importance of accountability in personal growth, relationships, and achieving goals?
It's essential. You gotta be able to reflect on yourself, good and bad. You gotta be able to improve when you can. You gotta be able to be honest with yourself and others, and be accountable, literally accountable for every aspect of what you're doing in life. At work, like you got to be accountable to be there on time, to do the job that you're supposed to do, to to prove your value to that particular company, agency, business, relationship, etc. Because if you're not able to be accountable for yourself, then you can't have any type of expectations of anything else in this world or anybody else in this world. Because, like Carlos said, essentially it starts with you. Everything is you. You do shape your own reality.
Okay, understandable, and I like it. I like both answers. I agree with you guys wholeheartedly. I think we as people need to take more accountability in our own actions, and I believe that things would get better if we stood up and took acceptance for not only our faults, but the faults that were set before us. Um, how hard is it to accept the challenges of taking ownership of your actions and learning from mistakes?
I mean, everybody's different. And I think all of us go through certain waves of it. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's my own personal feelings and experience on it. But I think there's times like when you do something wrong and it's like, okay, no big deal. Damn, I'm so sorry. This happened. I ain't, it wasn't supposed to work out like that. This is what it is. There's other times when we try to make excuses and justifications but for our behaviors or our actions, and it ends up delaying and deflecting our own personal growth and the growth within the relationships, whether again it be personal, business, or otherwise.
Got you. I would like to take this time and explain some strategies for practicing self accountability by setting clear goals, defining specific, measurable, achievable, reliant, and time bound goals for yourself, having clear objectives, and making it easier. It makes it easier to track your progression and take ownership of your actions. So once again, I'm gonna say to set clear goals, defining specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals for yourself. By making goals for yourself, they say crawl before you walk. By making small, achievable goals for yourself, it will end up being one giant bound.
It essentially it forces you to be accountable for your actions, your movements, your choices, your thoughts, your feelings. Like if you know that this is what you need to do, this is what you want to do, this is where you want to be, you know that it's going to take certain things to get you there.
Mm-hmm.
You're now held accountable because if you don't do those things, you can't get to that place.
Absolutely. And as I said, it helps you track how your progress towards that is going. It helps you avoid making mistakes, leading you off track from your goals. That's what happens if you set clear goals and define exactly what you're looking for and what you're willing to do in an achievable way, not something
I think
that's,
it
yes.
I think it also helps you when obstacles and issues arise. It
Mm-hmm.
also helps you to get back on track
That's right.
if you get knocked off. Because
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna lie, there's been many years when a solid goal wasn't even in play,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and when a solid goal wasn't in play, things didn't always go so smoothly.
That's right. I would like to say that we my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. My bad, my bad, brother. Um I would also like to say that we have to own our mistakes. Acknowledging when you make a mistake or have a fault I don't know, excuse me, or fall short of expectations. You have to take responsibility for your actions and avoid making excuses and blaming others. That's a big one. A lot of people like to blame others for excuses. I know a lot of young men who blame society for their faults, or I know other people who blame other people for their faults, and that right there has to stop. You have to take accountability for your own actions. If you did it, if you had a part to play in it, own up to it. Um,
Absolutely. I think. again, it's situational. Certain people are able to suck up their pride and apologize and change their behavior or make sure it's not repeated. Other people, struggle with that.
Got you. Absolutely, they do. Other people do struggle with that, and uh, I think life sends us on a roller coaster. Life sends us on a roller coaster, and then um, s- dares you to be um, dares you to not be better than thou. You have to be better than thou in order to reach certain goals. And I believe that the world looks at it like that. I'm better than you, or this, that, and the third, and that's nonsense. I think all of that's nonsense because we're equal. I think we're equal people on equal stages and equal bounds. But some people
Absolutely.
place themselves on high pedestals that do not deserve to be on these high pedestals, and then which leads you to have to be better than thou. So, you know,
I mean,
um,
you got a lot of people out there faking the high and mighty. You got a lot of people out there faking like they got it good and they doing well and this, that, and the third. You got a lot of people out there. I mean, all around the board, from top to bottom, you got people faking. Like that's
yep,
just not those fake people. It's not. But the fact that they aren't real with themselves or the world is all that self accountability, that self respect, that self love. They ain't got none of that.
mm,
So if they ain't got none of that, they never gonna build trust with nobody,
got
and
you.
they never gonna have a fruitful life.
Got you. I'm gonna
So
run through the last bit of these right quick because we're running to the end. I'm gonna say that create an action plan. Developing action plans outlining the steps needed to achieve your goal is mandatory. Seek feedback. Always take criticism and ask people for criticism on certain subjects that you're after. Practice integrity. Hold yourself and hold your actions with your values and principles. Act honestly and use transparency and consistency in all your interactions. Follow
you
through.
don't you
Yeah.
can't. I'm
What's that?
sorry, I had to
Go ahead, go
interrupt.
ahead. Let me get that.
You can't practice integrity. You got to have it or you ain't got it. There ain't no
Uh,
practicing it. You
okay.
got it, you ain't got it.
I would slightly beg to differ because I can name some scenarios. Let's just say somebody has been doing dirt all their life. They've been doing wrong all their life, sleeping with women all their life, doing all kinds of things all their life. You mean to tell me that that person later on in life couldn't gain integrity and know exactly where he wants to go and his goals be set and then hold that
They could.
integrity?
No, no, no. They could. I'm just saying they either got it or they don't. At some point in your life, maybe you didn't. All right, now you got it. But
Okay.
that's not something you
But that
practice.
comes with the
I think
Ah,
you got it
okay,
or you
okay.
don't got it.
You either want it or you don't
Carlos
got
was
it. I
trying to
get it.
say something.
Carlos, let me get that. Hold on, let me turn you back up, brother. What'd you say, Carlos?
that comes with sort of kind of to him. If he's been used to cheating and doing, he's practicing doing it every day because it's still in him that he might want to do it, but he's practicing not doing. That's kind of like
So he's
a
saying
dentist or
practicing
something.
integrity. He's saying you can
Yeah,
practice integrity and you have
yeah,
to practice integrity to make yourself a better person. That's what he's saying.
exactly. That's kind of like being a dentist. What do they
Speak your mind,
call
Jinx.
that?
Do your
It's
thing.
called a
In-
practice.
Okay.
Integrity is something you got or you don't got in my book. Period. Like
Mm,
you can't practice it. You either got it or you don't.
mm.
Have
I
you ever
Let's
okay.
just to ask you a quick question? You ever seen a when you ask what do they call it when a doctor or a lawyer or somebody they're in practice?
Hmm.
They're practicing
That's
law.
hold on. That's
Yes,
the
they're
but
practicing medicine.
they have to
They they
they have to
they
stay in
have
practice.
Hold on, Carlos. I'm gonna let you come back. Jinx, let me get that. What did you say?
integrity is the quality of being honest or having strong moral principles, moral uprightness, the state of being whole and undivided, the condition of being unified, unimpaired, or of sound in construction, internally consistent or lack of corruption.
Okay.
So essentially, you either got it or you don't.
Okay. Now,
You
Carlos, let me get what you had
practicing
to say.
practicing you practice riding a bike, you practice a
Mm,
guitar, you practice
mm,
medicine,
mm.
you practice like
Okay.
practicing is learning something. Practices, I was picking at the particular words that were chosen within that script that you was written. I know
Okay.
you ain't write it, but I'm just saying, in my view, integrity, you either
You
got
got
it or
it.
you
You got it.
don't.
You don't. Okay, Carlos. Let me get you. Let me get what you about to say.
To me, a person can decide and choose to be whatever they want to, but it is a steady practice of getting better at being or doing whatever they want to do. If they are wrong, going left one day, tomorrow they can go right, but then they can always go back left. But it's the steady practice of doing it that makes them in that constant flow of making it a habit of doing better every day.
Okay. Now I'm gonna add into this. Let me add into this right quick. I'm kind of on the fence on this, right? Because I understood what you said, Carlos, and I understood that a man could practice not sleeping with other women or doing things that he used to do. You're absolutely right. He could practice that. But to call that integrity is a different structure, I think, altogether. I think the person
Yes.
already has to have integrity from the beginning about themselves and things that they won't do. And I think that that person has stepped over that integrity line and then turned themselves into a whoremongrel. And now they're trying to right their wrongs. But if they find the right victim, that same whoremongrel is going to come out.
No, but it might not.
It
That
might
would be
not,
you
but it
guess.
but
Hold on.
time and practice
He
has shown that he
But
has.
he has, hold on, he has the integrity to figure out once he gains integrity to figure out whether or not
Does
he
he
do
have
or
the
don't.
integrity? Does he have the
Are you
integrity?
gonna be able
Hold
to?
on.
All right, so let's put it this
Remember
way.
this.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
No,
let
go
me.
ahead.
I wanted to hear that last thing you said, Carlos.
Until a person realizes what something is, they have, because, matter of fact, I'm going to use myself. I've been a cheater all my life. This is no lie. Every woman I ever talked to. Until I realized, and it's not that I didn't know that cheating wasn't right, but what made me stop or want to stop and treat people right is the fact that I, one, got it done to me. Two, I looked at it and I was like, hold up, I'm better than this. So what I got to do is work on myself and not care about what another person doing or if they or if they might not do. I'm just gonna do it on my own and just be the person that I am, and that's not being a cheater. Not
Okay,
that I don't have integrity. I just chose to practice it out.
okay, okay. Um, Jinx, I'm gonna let you say one more thing if you have anything to say.
I do, and I'm trying to formulate it just right.
Okay, all right.
No, but you, I understand where you're coming from with your perspective, but to me, it's like if somebody is an honest person, they're an honest person. If somebody's a liar, they're a liar. If somebody, I'm not saying that people don't change,
Mhm.
but I'm saying that when it comes to integrity itself, that you either have it or you don't.
Okay,
And it's like I can't practice being an honest person. I'm either an honest person or I'm not. And I get the whole aspect of people change. You can try to be better, this, that, and the third. But certain things is, I mean, we've got
I
people,
have a
Keidra
question.
in the audience
I have a
talking
question.
about she, yes, you
Is
can
growth
learn
okay?
integrity. Yes,
Okay,
but
you
it
can learn integrity. Okay,
you I I kind of disagree with that as well. Like you can learn how to be a better person. You can practice being a better person in everyday life. You can go from somebody who had zero integrity to having somebody who now has integrity, but I don't think it's something that you learn. It's something that is just in you or it's not. Like
okay. I have a
nobody
question.
can
I
teach
have a
you
question.
something that internal
I have a
in
question
my
for
mind,
both
in my, you know
parties.
what I mean?
If a man goes and sleeps with 40 women in 2 nights, does he respect himself?
Absolutely not.
He can't. It's impossible. It's impossible for him to respect. So he has no integrity. He really doesn't. He really doesn't. He doesn't do the first part of integrity, which is respect yourself. So I don't. I'm kind of on the fence with this. It, I'm kind of on the fence. I'm kind of on the fence with this. And we have another guest
Yes,
comment. It should
we
be in
should
you or not.
agree.
And and
And
and
you are
and you
not.
know,
Yes.
um, that is something that I'm struggling with right now to
That's your
try to
moral
differentiate.
compass. That's your
Yes,
that's what you would you got it in you because listen, even when you doing dirty, you doing dirty and it's wrong. You
absolutely,
know it
absolutely,
because your
absolutely.
moral compass is deep inside of you telling you.
Absolutely. I think the cheetah is just waiting for the right opportunity to cheat again. If it doesn't pop up, then it doesn't pop up.
And
But
I mean, like Carlos said, but too, and I wish he was still on here. I don't know what happened,
yeah, I don't know what
but
happened either.
like he said two reasons. He began to respect himself, and number two, it had happened to him. So it it and I self it goes back to the self respect. Like you gotta respect yourself. You clearly, if you don't have integrity, you have a high thought of yourself, but you don't have high respect for yourself.
Hmm. I agree. I agree. I definitely agree. I think that learning to have integrity is not having integrity. You're trying to gain it. You don't necessarily have it, but you're trying to gain it. So you're taking
You're
steps to
trying to
try and
find
make
it
yourself
within
a
you.
better. Yeah,
It's not something
yes,
you learn. You're
exactly.
trying to find it within you.
Yeah, absolutely. You're trying to find it, and you don't have it in you. So then you're trying to find it. I
If
could go
yeah,
for that. I agree with that
if
100%.
you clearly know right from wrong and you're still doing wrong, you have no integrity.
I get it. I definitely get that aspect of it. I would like to say thank you for showing up tonight. Can you give me some pointers on tonight on the show that we just had? Can you give me a couple pointers or what you took out of this?
I mean, I just I just want people to understand that trust and self-respect and self-awareness
Mm,
is it's all essential in healthy relationships.
mm,
And no matter how wonderful Mr. or Mrs. A, B, and C is sitting next to you, if you ain't a good person and you ain't got integrity,
that's right.
life ain't gonna be all it could be.
Absolutely.
If you
Absolutely.
sitting out there and you know damn well you ain't got no integrity, do whatever you got to do to find that within yourself and be a better person for yourself and everyone around you.
Mm. I want to intersect these three concepts. First, I'm going to say self respect and trust. When you have self respect, you are more likely to trust yourself to make decisions that align with your values and goals. Trusting yourself also means being confident in your ability to navigate challenges and make the right choices. Additionally, self respect can help you build trust with others and yourself as they see you value yourself. And the more likely you are to to value yourself, the more likely they're to treat you with respect. Trust and accountability. Trust is closely linked to accountability because it involves relying on someone to be accountable for their actions. When you trust someone, you believe that they will act with integrity and take responsibility for their own words and deeds. On the other hand, being accountable helps build trust with others because it shows that you are reliable and can be counted on to follow through with your commitments. Self respect and accountability. Self respect and accountability go hand in hand because when you value yourself, you're more likely to hold yourself accountable for your own actions. Taking responsibility for your choices and behaviors is a sign of self respect, as it shows that you care about the impact of your actions on yourself and others. In summary, the interaction, the intersection of self respect, trust, and accountability forms a strong framework for healthy relationships, personal integrity, and growth. When you cultivate these qualities within yourself and your interactions with others, you can build trust, foster respect, and take ownership of your actions in a positive, constructive way. I would like to thank everybody for coming. Um, tonight was a
Absolutely.
yes, tonight was a very knowledgeable night, and I love these. I would like for people to we are the Gag Order, and we'll see you next week.
It cut.